Yo guys, welcome back to a new YouTube video. So I wasn't actually planning on making a video today, but the new Season 8 trailer came out, and so I had to get straight on it. So I've watched it loads of times, I've made some notes, I've thought about it, and so I'm ready to just share some opinions and things that I saw that were interesting. So, first of all, there looks to be like a new character. We see them a little bit at the start, and then I think it's when Madison is telling Morgan and this other character about Padre and about kind of what makes Padre go against you. We can also see them there as well. It looked a bit like that woman we saw from that other Season 8 trailer, but I'm not too sure. But it's just something to note out. Madison is featured very heavily, which I would expect and I'm very happy with because it's Madison Clark. One of the things we were kind of like happy about after Season 7 was that Madison is back. And so the fact that she's featured very heavily to me just makes complete sense. Like, we need to see her. We need to see Madison Clark in this new show. It would make me very, very happy. We need to see her a lot. And I hope she replaces Morgan as a main character in terms of her name is first in the credits because she is the main character. But at least she was featured very heavily in this trailer. So we're definitely going to see her, and it's good that we at least can have some trust that there are going to be Madison moments. They are obviously taking down Padre. We already kind of knew that this is what Season 8 was about, like they were going to take down Padre. But this obviously very much so confirms that there's going to be some kind of war. And I think that's quite interesting because if you think about it, the war, is Padre connected to the CRM? Because if Padre is the CRM and just another name for them, then surely they can't take down Padre because that would just have the whole of the CRM after them. But maybe Padre isn't in the CRM, but maybe they're connected and they're friends. And so it's like, I guess you could say if there's any connection, it's like if in season, I think 6 of The Walking Dead, when Rick's group and all that take out one of Negan's outposts, that's only a portion of Negan's whole settlements and sanctuary. And so that obviously wasn't good because it wasn't sanctuary or Negan they took out, it was like a little outpost. So they were dead excited, happy, thinking they'd defeated Negan, when really they just slightly damaged one of his outposts. And so could this be a similar thing with Padre, where they theoretically say the group takes out Padre, now the CRM's after all the characters, or maybe, again, there is no connection. I just think that obviously taking down Padre is an interesting thing. There was pulling masks off of walkers. That was pretty interesting. I'm not sure if they kind of put walkers in a ring and make them fight. I don't know if that'd be possible, but maybe they put humans with the walkers. Maybe they use the walkers to get rid of other ones, to track them away. I don't know, but that's the whole thing that we're thinking. Why are they pulling these masks off walkers? Why are they using the walkers? What are they using them for? We saw a bit of Dwight. A very small little bit of Sherry appears in one of the clips. A little bit of Grace. A little bit of June. I don't think we saw Strand as far as I'm aware. Obviously we saw Madison and Morgan most, and we saw this other kind of person if they're a main character. I think there's also a little clip, or a little scene, of Morgan's daughter Mo. So that was interesting. But I'm pretty sure the characters that we didn't see. So it'd be interesting to see what's happened with them, because, you know, unless he slightly appeared in a little scene or something that I didn't see, we don't actually know where Strand is by this point. We saw Daniel as well, and he's who I want to get on to next, because Daniel, I think there are two things about Daniel that I can definitely mention. So first of all, they didn't kill him off, which was great, which, you know, they could have, you know, but they didn't, so thank God they didn't. But I think there's two things with Daniel. So the first thing, I think that Daniel looks, in that scene where we see him, he looks like he's relaxing a bit, and I think that he meets or sees Madison in that scene. Because based off his reactions, that's what I think. And the second thing is that he looks like he's in war mode. And they did kind of hint at Season 7 that if Daniel's in war mode, his memory gets a bit better. It sounds pathetic, but I'm just hoping that with Daniel distracted and kind of in the middle of a war and fighting, he might actually be more like original Daniel, so we can say when Fear the Walking Dead's over, well, Daniel started off great with Dave Erickson's era, and he did have a very good last season with Fear the Walking Dead. So I'm really have high hopes for Daniel. No Alicia. We didn't see Alicia. That is something that I am not surprised at. Whether Alicia comes back, I don't know. It's the whole thing to go over whether she's already here or whether she was busy filming Saint X, so whether she'll come in the second part of Season 8, or whether she'll come in the last episode, or whether she actually is dead. But the fact that it's not confirmed that she's alive at the moment is interesting to think that, will she come back? Will she not come back? Didn't really answer any questions about Alicia, but that's alright, because I hope Alicia doesn't die, but in terms of her story, it's a bit interesting to see whether she's still alive. And I guess I guess there's two more points I want to make. So in one point, somebody says, we need to build an army, or we're building an army to take down Padre, or something along those lines. And the voice didn't sound familiar. So I'm just wondering who actually said that. So that's definitely one of my kind of questions. Who is this new person? Is it the new character I saw? Is it someone else? Or was it someone that we knew that I didn't know? When I first heard it, I thought it was Strand, but I listened to it again and again. I was like, I don't think that is Strand, but I'm not sure. But clearly someone else, maybe new, I don't know, is involved with starting the war against Padre. And one more thing that Morgan says. So whether I'm taking this too far, it's a trailer, so I want to nitpick all the things to see whether it's just something they chose because it's cool, or they just chose it, or they chose it because there's a big meaning behind it. But Morgan says we have to live at one point, and so I'm wondering if there is another obstacle after Padre, or whether he's just being motivational, saying like we have to live, because obviously you're not going to say, well, we can take down Padre and we have to die. Like, obviously he's not going to say that, but it's just interesting that he said that. And he also said, what do you want? Shouting it down, I think, a walkie-talkie. So that's also interesting as well, because who's he talking to? Is he talking to the leader of Padre? Is he talking to somebody else? It could be Strand. Morgan could absolutely hate Strand and be shouting at him, what do you want, when Strand's trying to say something. Maybe there's someone that Morgan's mad at. Well, he was definitely mad at whoever he's speaking to. What do you want? Shouting it. But that's also interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching. It was it was just an unscripted video that I really wanted to quickly get out and just talk about. I know that people will be doing this as well, so I definitely also recommend you watch their videos in case I missed something, or maybe they have a new intake or look on something that I've mentioned. But I'm very excited. It was a very good trailer, but all of Fear the Walking Dead trailers are good. I mean, Season 4's, you go back and watch Season 4's trailer, you'd think it would be one of the best seasons of TV you'd ever seen. It's so good, the Season 4 trailer. The last time I watched it, as far as I remember, anyway. But, and Season 7's trailer was also good. So look, we'll have to see. But, thanks for watching. High hopes for Season 8, and I'll see you all next time. I also really want to quickly mention that one thing I forgot to mention in my thing was that we also see some clips from that other Season 8 trailer of Madison being captured by Padre or something. But that's what I wanted to quickly mention. Thanks for watching.